Hello and welcome to the UK Student Film Festival Spring 2021. My name is Eric Sanders and I am one of the co-founders and organizers of the film festival. First, I'd like to give a huge thanks to our creative team for transitioning this event from live to virtual, and our sponsors, Courage Media and Media Collaboratory. The UK Student Film Festival showcases and celebrates student-created content. The film festival started in 2015 and has now evolved into a campus-wide film festival that any student, regardless of major or discipline, can enter into for free. This will be our 10th opportunity showcasing and awarding student films. All films tonight have been judged by local media professionals as well as some of our campus partners. Tonight, we will be awarding 7 different awards. Storytelling and creativity comes in many different forms, so tonight you will also get to experience a variety of content. This year we had over 30 film submissions. 20 have been selected to screen for you for the first time tonight live from the UK Federal Credit Union Esports Theater. So now let me introduce our MC and local Twitch legend, Elias Conwell.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2021 UK Spring Film Festival. My name is Elias Conwell, and I will be your host this afternoon. First, we want to give a special thanks to Cornerstone for letting us use the space here and being very accommodating with the Film Fest committee. The Media Depot is also very thankful. We also like to thank our sponsors, Media Collaboratory, as well as Courage Media. Now, there are 7 awards for the semester's film festival. The awards are Best of Show Nonfiction, Best of Show Fiction, Best Performance, Best Animation, Best Documentary, Honorable Mention, and, of course, Audience Choice. Now, a quick explanation of how we're going to conduct this event. There are 3 categories of the films that you're about to see: fiction, nonfiction, and animation. I will introduce the category, and all the films from that category will play. Then I'll introduce the next category. In between, you will have time to vote once all the films have been played. You'll have 10 minutes for you to conduct your vote as well for the Audience Choice Award. After that 10 minutes is up, we will announce the awards for the semester's film festival. Once again, there are 7 awards in total. There's Best of Show Nonfiction, Best of Show Fiction, Best Performance, Best Animation, Best Documentary, Honorable Mention, and Audience Choice. So now, without further ado, we present to you the 2021 UK Spring Film Festival. So please sit back and relax and enjoy the show with our first category of animation. Fiction. Oh. Our second category of films is fiction.
Enter the world of an average man who goes on an adventure so enormous that we couldn't think of any words to describe how large it is. A film that features every cliche you know and love, from the saturated colors, secret government agencies, supernatural powers, dramatic zoom-ins, epic horizon shots, and explosions. Yeah, we didn't have the budget to create real explosions, so sorry for getting your hopes up, I guess? Prepare for a film so spectacular that it will make you question the point of ever watching anything that's not this film. Is this supposed to be here? No? Huh. Insert dramatic movie title.
I don't know a ton of big words. Like the other day my friend was like, oh, I've been procrastinating a lot recently, and I was like, oh, good for you. I should probably look that up, but I'll just do it later. I applied for a job at a smoke shop. I didn't get it though. They drug tested me and I passed. Yeah, apparently I'm not what they're looking for. My conservative family calls me a snowflake because they really only see me during the holidays. I was raised Catholic, which is weird. It's kind of hard to be raised Catholic and not have the experience be totally weird. It was especially strange when I got into high school and I started going to like my Christian friends' churches, and those had like electric guitars and fog machines. They had like PowerPoint, which is crazy. Catholic church was different. There was like they had fog machines. Well, they were called incense dispensers. They made you a little woozy. There was also like the priest would wear like a robe, and he had like a wizard staff, which he, I believe, used to convert the bread into God. I believe that's what that was for. I don't know, I'm probably wrong. I didn't pay attention too much. I don't know, whatever. When I got into college, I started like looking into Buddhism, started reading about Buddhism. I thought it was really interesting. I started reading about the Buddha. This dude, he would only eat 1 grain of rice a day. His idea was that through suffering, he could achieve enlightenment. And through doing this fasting, he learned that he was pretty hungry. I didn't really finish the rest of the article, but that's just like my interpretation. My grandfather was a hoarder. He would hoard. That's what that word means. And hoarders get a lot of shit. Which I think is kind of dumb, because they're the only people who aren't throwing all their trash in the ocean. And you know, I think they deserve a little bit more respect. My grandfather was a great man. We had to bury an empty casket though. We couldn't really find him underneath all those empty tissue boxes. Just an avalanche came down on top of him. I'm a tall person. I don't like being tall. I told this to my mom, and she said, no, it's a good thing. You should be proud, stand tall, keep your chin up. And I said, that's the exact problem, Mom. I have to keep my chin up. I'm terrified of heights. 10, 9. My mom's probably the strongest person I know. We would go to the movies all the time growing up, and I remember this one time, this is bullshit, I wasn't really conscious yet, but she got yelled at by the staff of the movie theater for breastfeeding. And you know, she was a very progressive person. I mean, she still is. But she started telling about how women have the moral right to breastfeed in public and how it's ridiculous. She was even in a rated R movie. They were showing titties on the screen, and she was breastfeeding. And then the dude, he said, well, actually, we really just have a pretty strict rule against outside food and drink. And that's how I got my first Diet Coke. I was really awkward, you know, with girls. The only time I can really talk to women is through a drive-through speaker. So like around middle school-ish, I didn't understand it, so I thought I'd observe, I'd study, I'd get them to trust me. You know, so I sat at their lunch table, and I learned. You know, it's kind of like Jane Goodall studying chimps. Well, it was more like if a chimp went and studied like Jane and all her girlfriends. I think that women are smarter than men, definitely, you know. Really the only thing I think is smarter than a woman is probably a dolphin. And dolphins are really smart. I think that maybe the only thing smarter than a dolphin is probably a woman dolphin. And scary too. You know, because like, a woman will text you and ask you where you're at, but a woman dolphin has echolocation. She already knows, and she's furious.
Dear Midnight, I'm so lost. I feel like there is nothing left for me. I haven't lived. Blue to gray, warm to cold. Life just passes by day, doing the same things over and over. Am I being too picky? I've been holding all of this in for some time now. The sun still rises and sets no matter what I feel. Prelude to dawn. Recently, I've just wanted to be alone with my thoughts. I want to make a name for myself in this world. I have goals. When we are together, we don't laugh like we used to. We don't talk like we used to. And still, each day passes like pitches from a violin. I want to be honest.
So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
How's your new piece coming along?
Is that why you came here?
I don't know. I just felt like hanging out.
It's coming along. Just haven't figured out the ending yet.
Come on, endings aren't that hard.
What do you mean?
I feel like endings are the easiest part. You've already composed something, so can't you just change it a little or change the progression to make it end?
You have to think about how people are going to hear it and how they're going to hold it in their minds. It's like a fermata, you know, at the end of a phrase. You have to give people something to hold on to.
Okay.
I could play it for...
No. Maybe we could just talk.
Okay.
I like your music.
Why did you come over here?
Well, we haven't seen each other in a while. Just wanted to hang out. Talk.
You have something on your mind.
Actually, yeah. I think you know what it is.
What do you mean?
We never do anything as a couple.
That's because you never take time to plan anything, and we're busy.
Why do I always have to make the plans?
Because whenever I make the plans, they just don't seem as fun.
What do you mean?
What I mean is I would love to spend time with you, but when I make the plans, they're not as fun, and I really want to have fun.
What does that even mean? I'm trying to spend time with you, but you have to put some effort in. I'm just feeling a little off.
Why did you come over here? Was it just to rant at me?
No, actually, it wasn't. I'm just trying to talk about our relationship.
Why?
How many times have we had this conversation? 3 or 4 times? Don't act like you don't fucking know. Exactly. So can you quit playing this stupid fucking game?
We can quit playing this stupid fucking game when you quit making everything my fault.
I've given you chances. I'm tired of these empty promises and lies. I'm tired of feeling like this. You don't put in any effort. You only care about yourself. I've told you when I was unhappy and if something bothered me, and you didn't do anything about it at all. There's no compromises. It's over. Most people don't waste their second chance. Hello? Yes. Well, I just broke up with John. I don't know. I'm done with the frustration. I'm so tired of it. No, you don't understand. You don't know him that well. No, it wasn't out of the blue. I gave him so many chances. We kept fighting over the same thing and nothing changed. I told him when I was unhappy or what bothered me, and it never changed. Okay, Mom. I love you, but I have to go. I'm gonna stay here until you come out. Look, John, we both know this isn't working out, but doing something with pictures I privately sent you isn't the answer. Please, can we end on good terms? I know I can get caught up in things and I let everything bubble up, but I really do care about you. Okay. I'll wait.
Hello?
Hey, you sound different from before.
Yeah, I have a bit of a cold.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does this make this a bad week to meet up?
No, this week's good. This week... works. I got a lot of time to kill.
You must be lucky. Between school and the extra hours I picked up this week, my schedule feels dense.
Sounds like you make more time for the other people in your life.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Hey, can we take a break soon? I'm starving.
I'm not supposed to leave the building unattended.
Then let's order a pizza. Literally anything.
Sorry about that.
Who was that?
Just one of my friends. I'm staying late tonight, so she's been keeping me company for a little bit.
She's a good friend.
Hey, actually, I have some leftovers over at my place. I might just heat up instead.
Yeah, that's fine. Just make sure the door locks behind you on the way out.
Crap.
What was that? He hung up.
Danny, is that you?
If ever want to see guitar, go outside. It's the guitar you miss. Find your favorite spot to piss. It's the public pool.
Hey, stop that, man. Are you the guy that's been putting up this paper everywhere? Hey, bro, stop. Dude. Come on, bro. Stop acting weird. Just stop acting. Dude, I don't know what that was for, dude. You need to leave. Yo, what is up with these signs and stuff you're putting up everywhere, man? I woke up this morning and you told me to do that last night. You were shit-faced. You told me that was gonna stop your alcohol addiction or something, dude. I'm trying to help people. What the? I told you this last night? Yeah. Last night? Shit, what was I doing last night? I don't get it, like, so are you like an alcoholic, dude? Is it like dangerous for your health? I mean, Jesus, you fucking had me scared last night. Nah, dude, I'm just kind of turn into a dick when I get drunk. Fuck. I don't know, man. I appreciate you helping me out with these notes, though. Of course, dude. You seem like a chill guy, man. You know, we can hang out. Yeah. What are you doing after this? Get a couple drinks, come with the boys, gonna hang out. Yeah, that sounds alright. I think you got a drinking problem. Nah, I'll be okay.
What's up, guys? Odie here. Confidence. Confidence. Say it with me. Confidence. No. Hi, party people. It's... Stupid fucking stupid. Get the shit together. How are you gonna fucking do it if you can't get on? We're gonna talk about conquering your... What's up, everybody? Fuck is everybody, man? I want to talk to you about how to conquer... vodka, please.
What kind, huh?
Doesn't matter, you pick. Thank you. You too. All right, people of the world, Odie here. Today, I've got a very special topic of discussion for you, and that's how to become a more self-confident person.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
People of the world, Odie here. And I'm going to show you how to become a more self-confident person. And these are my 12 steps. No. These are my 5 steps on how to make you become a more confident person. Human being. Person. All right, guys. Step 1. Treat life like a pizza. Yeah. Grab a slice, take whatever you want. It's just that. Shut up! Fuck you! Great.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
Odie, it's me, Otis. Please pick up the phone. We need to talk about things. We need to talk about the future, which you clearly love to act like isn't happening. I'm sorry. That was rude. Just please. We're worried about you, and if you stop this nonsense, now we can get your job back there.
Off.
Had a little too much too fast, somebody.
Fuck off, man. Fuck off. I guess then just whatever cheapest pint of vodka you have. What's up, guys? Odie here. And, you know, I had notes. about how to, build self-confidence, how to, conquer your life, how to master your mind. My first step was to take life like a pizza. What if you can't fucking afford the pizza? Okay. I mean, I don't want to sound all fucking boo-hooey and all that shit, but Jesus Christ, how am I supposed to fucking survive like this? I mean, I feel like every week, every year, like I'm building this scaffolding up, right? Like every level, I keep building each level up, and then here comes the smallest thing out of the corner and bulldozes the whole goddamn thing, making me wonder why the hell am I doing this in the first place. I bought this shirt at a thrift store thinking it would make me look like I knew what I was doing in the world of money moves. Newsflash! I look like a cheap 2-cent asshole selling used cars part-time or divorced fucking manager of the chicken shack. It's true. I am almost divorced. Well, not entirely, but almost. She's the fucking reason that everybody calls me Odie, like a little puppy dog or a fucking cartoon character. You know what though? You should fucking call me Odin, because I will smack your ass.
No one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, Avery. I'm just calling about the painting for the show. They're expecting your piece tomorrow. And, you've been paid ahead of time. But you haven't been answering any of my calls, and I don't think I need to remind you how great of an opportunity this is. It could make or break you. Anyways, this is just me reminding you. Get it done. And please, call me tomorrow.
I'm still using this. Thank you.
I'm leaving to go fishing.
Okay. Can you, do the dishes before you go?
Of course.
When are you gonna be back?
Once I've caught a big enough fish.
Okay, well, take your time. I can clean whatever mess that I make.
I'm more worried about the mess you'll make of yourself.
I can worry about myself. You worry about the fish.
Just don't forget about your water.
thought you were fishing.
Oh, yes. Forgot to do the dishes. Not the fish I wanted to catch. You know, fishing is all about patience. Waiting for the right one for the end of your hook. And you should know, a fisherman is always on the lookout for the right one.
You ruined my painting?
Ruined? You did that yourself. I'm just tidying up.
You ruined my painting. Why? Why would you?
You were worried about yourself. I was worried about the fish. Have you ever thought maybe they're the same thing?
Are you trying to end my career? End me?
End you? End you? No, dear boy! I want to gut you! You look very parched. Water?
I don't want your fucking water.
Avery? What the hell is going on? You've been ignoring all of my calls, and the gallery is going to throw a fit if you don't give them something for tomorrow's show. I'm going to throw a fit. This is your future. Our future. What have you been doing? Please, tell me you have a painting done.
Done? The show's tonight. Are you not coming?
What?
Look, sorry. I gotta go. They're expecting.
Drink? You look faint.
What is it?
Water, of course. Marvelous work. I always did say, wait long enough and the best catch will come to you. Spot of red there on your shirt. We mustn't ignore such details on our big night. You're not looking so good. I think we need to get you on some ice. There is an old tale on a man's grave. Way, hey, he's long and gone. I sat on the dock when he couldn't be saved, when I found him in the water hole. Drink
some more and eat away. He won't be coming home. The hook was deep and he laid there like sheep when I found him in the water hole.
it is important to move. The Center for Disease Control recommends that every adult gets at least 150 minutes of exercise per week. That's 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Moving your body. If you're able to, you should be moving more than that. Make big movements. Go places that are far away. Take a road trip. Do not fly. Where will I stay? I'll have to make some reservations, you might say to yourself. Don't do that. Stay in a recreational vehicle. An RV. Do you own a recreational vehicle? If the answer is no, that's perfect. If the answer is yes, sell it. Those RVs are too clunky for their own good. This is your new recreational vehicle. This is what will allow you to move, but it will not move you. Here's how to build it. Our construction process begins with a floor plan. Divided into 4 living spaces, your RV will have every amenity required to survive at the absolute bare minimum level of existence. Kitchen, bedroom, closet, bathroom. Start with 4 walls and a roof. Make them strong. Make them beautiful. Outward appearances are extremely important. "360-degree rotating titanium wheels and a gold-plated collapsible steel handle are what separates your recreational vehicle from the rest." In the kitchen, we cook our meals on a butane-burning Coleman portable camping stove mounted securely to a drop-down base plate. This one is gray. Stock your kitchen with a 5-inch non-stick pan and a 3-piece set of stainless steel eating utensils. Construct and stock your cupboards with the food and drink of your choosing. Lastly, keeping your kitchen clean is a necessity in a bustling kitchen environment. In the bedroom, we keep things simple. This room acts as your very own space for rest and relaxation. The compact nature of your sleeping arrangements allows for the vitally important entertainment center, through which you will consume the media of your choosing. This center is comprised of one 5-inch black and white television set. Affixed to the walls of your recreational vehicle, one queen-size comforter and one inflatable pillow of your choosing. Your closet is where you will store your precious belongings. Locate the bottom left corner of your RV. This is where you will attach your 2-drawer shelving unit and 2 brass hanging hooks. With your closet built, you will have a place to store those special items that shout to the world, "I exist. I'm alive. I'm different." Despite how different you may think you are, one way that we are all the same is in our shared need for a bathroom. Your recreational vehicle features an eco-friendly toilet solution and compact sanitation system that makes going on the go a breeze. Directly south of your bedroom, affix the collapsible toilet solution and waste management shovel in an L-shaped arrangement as demonstrated here. Mount the toilet paper tissue on the toilet paper tissue holder and affix it to your recreational vehicle. Once your bathroom has been assembled, your recreational vehicle is ready to move. Congratulations. You should be proud of your craftsmanship. You must walk before you can run. Place your recreational vehicle inside of another vehicle. With a car, you and your RV can go anywhere. But what if you don't have a car? That's okay. Take it on the bus, strap it to a bike. If all else fails, grab it by the handle and drag it on foot. What about planes? No. No planes. This recreational vehicle is not meant for air travel. You must walk before you can fly. Do you know where you're going? North or south? Where will you go? East or west? Do you want to live in town, live in a city? North or south? Wet or dry? East or west? Where are you going to go? Pack a coat? North or south? North or south? Pick a place and go. You're finally moving. You live out of a suitcase now. The recreational vehicle that will house you on your journey is human-powered, and it's powered by you. You're finally moving. You live out of a suitcase now.
I'm sorry for staring, but I really love your outfit. Really? Thank you.
I'm out here celebrating the confirmation of Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh and the destruction of feminism in the blue wave. Woo! Woo! Get ready for the red wave this November.
There's a young woman named Caitlin Bennett. Apparently she's known as Gun Girl in some circles. She's a pro-gun, anti-abortion, anti-trans. Imagine being known for holding a gun. Holding a gun is what she's known for.
She goes to social events and purposely targets individuals who appear more outspoken and emotional because she knows those types of people are going to provide her the content that she desires.
You usually you don't care about kissing guys, it's just like, okay to you?
You clearly care a lot because it bothers you, but it doesn't
bothers me?
Yeah, I really don't care.
Why does it bother me if I want you to do it?
It's such an uncomfortable situation. You obviously you want
to. It's uncomfortable. I don't want you to kiss my fiance. That's what would make me uncomfortable.
Kissing a man in general, it clearly bothers you.
It doesn't bother me. I just think it's gross.
These people vote, and many people agree with the framing of Caitlin Bennett. She gets to vote. The people who find her intelligent and who find her videos prescient about the future of America, they vote.
What is the immorality that Liberty Hangouts is protesting the existence of on college campuses? I'm ready.
What do you think about starting an initiative on campus here at UK to be more inclusive to women who have penises, and we can put urinals in the women's restroom for them?
Sounds fantastic.
Oh.
Based! Damn! Video over.
My name's Finn O'Flaherty. I am an employee through Teaching, Learning, and Academic Innovation. I'm a web developer.
What do you think about starting an initiative on campus here at UK to be more inclusive to women who have penises, and we can put urinals in the women's restroom for them?
Sounds fantastic.
Oh.
I was walking to the garage where I parked my car, and she, I forget how she addressed me, but something that caught my attention enough that I came over, and she asked if I would answer a few questions for her, and I said sure. So I was trying to be brief to begin with, but once I realized that she was asking leading questions to try to get me to have some sort of transphobic response, I tried to get away quicker, and finally just had to exit the interview with one last response.
What men do you know with periods?
General use ones like in Willie T have pads. I use them pretty often. So my partner was surprised and asked me, like, why didn't you tell me that you were interviewed by Caitlin Bennett? And I had no idea who she was talking about. But so she kind of kept me posted about the tweets and things. I think she thought it was funny to tease me about how I'm Twitter popular.
Don't touch. What is up with you guys touching people? Aren't you all about consent? What's up with the consent here? There's no consent.
Please shut up so we can hear the speakers.
No.
People like that think it baffles me, honestly, why people want to just spread hate and divisiveness. But if I had to guess, I'd say that she's looking for a mix of commentary. I'd say she leads in with the misrepresentative angle because she's hoping that it'll piss some people off so she can get people that agree with her without them realizing they're agreeing with her. And then I think also she's looking to find people like me who support trans rights and then try to trip them up in such a way that she can make them look ridiculous. Well, I think anybody's capable of changing their mind if they're willing to be open and actually examine their views. And I think anybody can get there eventually. I think that it's probably going to take a fair bit of change on her part to be willing and open to see the flaws in her position. I think that modern politics has entered kind of a new era in the sense that we no longer have, while I know that we have political ads and things like that, really, I don't know how effective they ever were. I think that in the past, what your neighbor or what your friends or what your church group or such thought about politics was probably more influential than ads, be they radio or television. And I think, unfortunately, we've reached a point where your neighbors are anybody on the internet. And so I think that particularly given algorithmic media models that feed you things in order to keep you interested, that sensationalist media like what she produces probably has an overly large effect on politics, and a lot of people are willing to be swayed by things like that. You know, any of us could have been born into Caitlin Bennett's situation and turned out to have that sort of closed, toxic mindset. And so it's really important to both remember your blessings in the sense of being able to have an open mind and learn from peers that can positively contribute to your mindset and to the world around them. And then also to keep a healthy skepticism. The reason why things like Caitlin Bennett propagate is because of the fact that people enjoy building their walls more than breaking them down. And it's important for us to remember what happens when you build walls.
My name is Sophie. I'm engineering. That's as far as I'll go in that.
All right, well, I'm sure that they have a quota there for women engineers and feminists. Hopefully you're as good as the guys. Usually you're not,
I'm
but...
definitely not. Yeah, no, there's no way.
No, I don't think so. Statistically, genetically, usually women aren't really good in that field.
So November 8th, I was in Sweden, and I knew nothing about what was going on.
There was a lot of, I think, just misinformation going around. It was like every time that I heard something about what was happening in the Party Girls group chat, it was something different almost.
This afternoon, the UK Police Department received information from a social media post that contained an unsubstantiated threat involving the Whitehall classroom building. As is normal in these situations, UK police are investigating the social media post. In the meantime, we have increased our safety presence around Whitehall, even as events and classes will proceed as normal on Thursday, November 8th. We will keep you informed about any additional developments.
I got an alert that there was a bomb threat, and I got a lot of concerned students who were emailing me about how they didn't feel comfortable being in the building.
And it was scary. I'm not from in-state. If there's a bomb threat and it goes off, I don't have anyone in Kentucky who can help me.
Good evening to you. Concern at the University of Kentucky tonight. Campus police are investigating a potential threat.
It is targeting the heart of UK's campus. Our newsroom has taken some phone calls from concerned students and parents tonight.
Whitehall is a classroom building on the campus of University of Kentucky. I think it's a pretty prominent building. A lot of students have classes there, and it's right in the middle of central campus, so you're always passing it. It's right next to the student center. Whitehall was the building that I think everyone at least had one class in. There was, I think, at least 5 snaps and they were all from this Max R character, specifically sending them to this one girl named Haley Duvall, and she was the one who warned us about them.
And I didn't know any Maxes, and none of my friends knew any Maxes, so we weren't like trying to figure out who it was because we honestly had no clue. And that was probably worse than like knowing who it was.
Some had done that, had frightened the out of a lot of students, and like whoever it was, I was hoping that they'd be arrested and prosecuted to the fullest extent because they really panicked a lot of kids.
I do know people who had to go to class, and even in Whitehall, which was something that I wasn't super happy about.
I actually canceled classes for that day, not because I thought that the building was going to blow up, but because I thought that with everything that the students had been through, like even like 25% of the students, 30% of the students thought it was real, they would just be sitting in the class stressing out all day.
Just basically told them you don't have to. It's completely fine. In fact, I'm going to call off class. So it was ridiculous that somebody did that, and ridiculous that anybody would think otherwise not to cancel their course.
I had John Clark's class, and he was just like, y'all are, he's like, this is all nothing.
This one girl who knew what to do, and we all listened to her, especially when she was on the news, helping us and giving us the information we needed. She even told them that she was going to work with the cops and help to figure out who Max R was or what was going on with Max R. She later that night went on to WKYT, and she did an interview with them.
But yeah, definitely at first I was like, yeah, no, this is just one mad kid who probably failed an exam. But then the more they came, once I was added on Snapchat by the person, I like realized it was a little bit more severe than initially let on.
Yeah, that was like, I don't know. I'm really into writing, so that just seemed like a joke.
It felt like it was a big prank, and I guess it was, but it was like I was living in an episode of TV almost, because it's like, how can things play out like this in real life?
It didn't seem real, just like, no, but seriously, who was he?
Police were able to make an arrest early this morning, just hours after those threats really started making the rounds. Screenshots from Snapchat showed them. The fear has spread just as it should. Whitehall is about to be white ashes. You may not be ready to die, but I am. Investigators say 19-year-old Haley Duvall, who actually first reported those threats to police, was arrested early this morning.
Girls started sending so many memes about it.
I've seen the one where it's like the Spider-Man meme, and it's like her in the interview and then her mugshot, and it's like, what? Those are kind of the same person.
I mean, that was a hot meme at that time, and it just fit too well.
I think she just thought it was okay. Somehow she rationalized in her brain that it was okay, and that she was gonna be a hero at the end of all this, or something to that effect.
All these speculations of bomb threat, on UK's campus already is kind of like a, inflammatory zone. So when I heard she was white, I was like, okay, all right, could be worse.
When I found out that that Haley Duvall was actually this Max R character, I thought she was an idiot. She was the one giving out the Snapchats. She was the one who went on the news and interviewed about these terrible threats that were going to happen at Whitehall.
The challenge, of course, being not knowing with Haley, you don't always know, right? Like, students don't always show you that they need help. There are also plenty of students who come to every class and who turn in great work until the day that they don't.
She looked like she was distressed. Maybe she started a fire that was too big for her to control. It just looked like it was getting out of hand, and she didn't look too composed.
Mental health is incredibly important, but I also think that there's some sort of responsibility. My personal opinion is that you can't just write somebody off as this was a mental health issue, so we'll completely 110% focus on that, and we'll kind of like push back in the corner that this was a crime.
Yeah.
You know, and because what that does is it's telling everybody else who panicked and that day felt really uncomfortable that you're not important.
Real counseling, real therapy takes a lot more than that. And I think in that situation and in the situation that we're going through now with the pandemic, it's very evident that the school oftentimes cares more about its public image and the money that it's making versus its actual students and faculty and the people that make this campus a community.
I don't know. I think campus's response to everything's pretty. That's honestly like as vague and blunt as I can put it. It's like mental illness is like just one feather in a whole bird of shit.
You understand that if she fails to appear on her next court date or any of her subsequent court dates, or if she violates any of the terms of her release, that you would owe the state $1,000.
Yes.
I think she should be redeemed, because ultimately she did not cause physical harm.
This is something that she can never completely put behind her because it's something that has real consequences.
But this is just something bad, and she's an adult. She should be smarter than that.
So if we can't let people get past that, right? If we can't let people get their mental health in order and start their lives again, then I think that's a real loss, not just for the individual, but for the community.
My sisters don't know rest, only know birth and give, the robbery of our bodies, in our bedrooms, in our lovers' arms. We only know silence and parking lots of witnesses, our brothers turning the other cheek and looking the other way, closed doors and what happens in the dark. I thought death meant the end of pain, that I, a black woman for whom the world saves no shields or compassion, might find some peace in this life if only at the end of it. But I am forced to rest in protest and division, caught in the crossfires of a crucifixion, and all this while I yet still lay in the ground. How easily they throw dirt on my casket and my name to justify the living. How else might they turn me crooked like these cops, twisted like the necks they hug with knees and nooses? How might they mold my memory after I meet my maker as if my personhood is theirs to hold? How will they infect my image with injustice and leave the stench to rot so they have a reason to turn up their noses? How dare you run my reputation into the ground? As if this brown skin didn't make me filthy enough. As if being buried 6 feet under does not stop you from thinking low of me. My kin can't breathe here. My kin can't grieve here when funerals are viral every other day. When hate and dying be sickness that no one is immune to, we are desperate for a cure. Don't you know black women deserve their flowers too? Resting in hands instead of on headstones. But respect is a gift that I'm rarely given. Acknowledgement is a eulogy too often falling on deaf ears. Signing our lives away to men that don't appreciate our warmth enough to love us while our blood is still fresh and pumping. Black women aren't afforded these acts of service. We are touched but seldom handled with care. Our presence is a gift that expires before words can affirm us. Don't you know protection is a love language too? How hard is it to love me while I am still here? What good is black girl magic if we disappear before tomorrow? A to-do list left on a tombstone no one visits. Roses on top of cold hands that can no longer hold them. Death is all that is promised to us. Rest and peace are unlikely guarantees. Sometimes I think they'd rather my body fill a hole than feel whole. But if you've any interest in my reconstruction, enter into this dwelling place with repentance and roses. Come not near our temples without reverence. Give unto us the flowers that you were too damaged to grow anyway. And we'll show you how what has been buried can still choose to bloom.
No, not today. Tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow? Okay, great. I want to touch on one housekeeping thing.
The Soup is a rescue, transform, share business. So we rescue foods that otherwise are headed for the landfill, and we sift through all of that and are able to pull the good out. And in the vein of not wasting anything, we send everything we don't use to compost farms or pig farms, and anything we can use, we're able to transform into meals or soups that are shared, or share in bulk product to places that we are in line with that have kitchens, so they can cook for people that need to eat, which is what makes this particular business so unique and awesome. Chefs become chefs because they want to make food. It's really easy to get lost in trying to make the prettiest food or the most on the edge food, or playing with flavor combinations to try to do things that nobody else has done, versus just cooking humbly and feeding people that need to eat.
So we had last year was a big year. The food rescue increased 116% comparing December 2019 and December 2020. So in December 2019, Leshay brought in 467,320 pounds. In December 2020, we had more than 1 million pounds of food come in for the year. So our 2020 rescue total was 1,008,079 pounds. This, meant a lot for our output. The number of servings that we shared increased 102% comparing 2019 to 2020. So in 2019, Leshay produced 351,978 portions of prepared food. And our Transform Kitchen produced 689,901 servings in 2020.
I want to leave. Yes.
There's a bunch of bread on the side. They put it in there so you could put it in there.
We have about, sometimes we have close to 85 for lunch. And then we give out groceries. Sometimes we have about anywhere from 70 to 72 for the pantry. I got the stuff. But normally they would come in here, they would walk They would come in this way with a grocery cart. They would be in front of the volunteer. They would go that way, pick a couple items from here, a couple items from there, all the way around. A couple hygiene products, and they'll come all the way around to these freezers right here. We have meat in there. Family get to choose 2 or 3 meats, and a single person just get 1 meat. We wouldn't have as much stuff to give out if it wasn't for the soup. You know, it's a big help. And them trays, people love them. They love them. And so the little cheese snacks and cabbage and all that, love it. Awesome. We wouldn't get rid of y'all for nothing in the world. Keep coming.
I had a really, you know, what other people would call a very successful and financially lucrative career that I, according to many people, was just throwing out the window. But I still wasn't happy, so I've never derived happiness from money. It's never been part of who I am, so I really had to dig deep and try to figure out what is it about food that I still like. And it came, like, just kept paring it down, and it became, I like feeding people. I don't really care. I appreciate dining, but I think the bigger picture is, why do some people get to dine and other people just get food? Like, isn't there somewhere that would be more of a medium?
So was the first 2 years of just a regular restaurant?
It was based on the Tom Shoe model, which is buy one, give one. She posted that she was looking for a child. She was going to lose her job because she was going to post this. She knew that. And that she was looking for the child that she saw get off the bus, but wasn't in the classroom, and they had standardized testing that day. And she found her at the bottom of the steps, 2 weeks from hunger, because she hadn't eaten since Thursday, because Friday had been a snow day. So she literally had to carry this child up the steps and convince her that she needed to take this test. So the kids judge, the teachers judge, the school, the district, the state, when really this child just needed a meal, and her performance would have most likely been much better. So I literally threw a deadbolt on the door at Le Soup and heated up everything we had, made salads, made desserts, literally everything we had. Went to Euler with an 8-foot table with it looked like a homeless person's sign, free food. But it worked. I fed, you know, the kids would come out of school and they're like, what is that? It's free salad. You want some salad? I got some fruit. You want some soup? I mean, it just, yeah, that's how it started. We were 900 square feet, and we're now in 10,000, and we're hoping to expand that even further. We have a basement that we're trying to put more refrigeration and freezer in, so more cold storage capabilities. And that, again, was because until you're in it, you don't know. So we had this version of what we needed, but what we didn't put into account is how good our culinary team is and how quickly they can transform this food. If they can transform it, but they don't have anywhere to go to freeze it, you know, if that's the stumbling block, and that seems to be the stumbling block. So we're hoping to add on and go up another 1,000 feet.
Where do you think you would be without volunteers? How about that?
I would have a much more sore back, and all of these soups would not be quarted. Volunteers single-handedly quart all of these soups every single day of the week. After our chefs get done making the meals, they send them down to us, and we fill them up, and I count them.
Folks that come here for the most part want to be here, and those people they're of a like mind. They all want to try to help. They all want to do better, and folks like that typically don't, in their vocabulary, possess "it's not my job." It's, oh, you want me to take garbage out? Okay. Or I need to scrub grease traps? Cool. Or you need me to make 120 gallons of soup today? On it. That's the kind of team that everyone wants to be a part of.
like, I think we've learned a lot, but let's learn even more so that we don't have to scramble when the food system gets shut down. The food system was shut down and people were scrambling. And I think we showed that this model works in the worst of times and did an outstanding job of keeping food out of the land. I mean, staying true to our mission. Didn't matter. We came up with more creative ways to keep more food out of the landfill, feed more people, get more people involved, get the word out, all through a pandemic. It's pretty amazing, I think, personally. And it wasn't me, it was a team. There is no I in team. And I might be a little partial, but I think we got a pretty flippin' good team here.
I'm waiting for the sun to rise. I'm waiting till I see your eyes. I'm dreaming of how it'll be when it's only you and me. I'll wait 100 years or more. Don't ask me what the wait was for, 'cause when it's you and me, there's no place I'd rather be.
You play basketball? The boys must love that. She's gonna be a real heartbreaker when she grows up.
You should have a thigh gap like the pretty girls.
I have 3 daughters, so I don't need a dishwasher. You're already pretty, so you'll probably get on it. Birth control, I mean.
You really fill out the uniform. Maybe we should get you a smaller size for some real fans.
You're a flat-chested little boy.
Your monotest is positive, so do you get around?
Girls' brains just aren't meant for the program.
If you code like a girl, does that mean you code with more emotions? I like the way your boobs bounce in that shirt.
You should go to nursing school instead of medical school, since you're a girl.
Should probably get glasses if you want to be taken seriously around here. Hide those eyes some. Since you're going into a male-dominated field, you should probably expect unwanted advances in the workplace. If you want to go to a 4-year university, you need to marry rich.
You want to be a doctor? How are you going to take care of your kids one day?
Why do you want to go to law school when you can be a trophy?
You're going to be exactly some guy's fantasy, and he's going to eat you up.
Stop! Hopefully you'll find a doctor at work.
Stop! No!
Hey, I'd be lucky to have a girl like you. Don't sign the payroll checks with your full name. Use your initials instead.
You're acting crazy. Are you
Will
on
you
your
spank
period?
me? You can't be my doctor. You're a lady.
Surprised you finished that meal.
Hey now, you're young and beautiful, and you'll find somebody else.
Hello. My name is Kenechukwu, and this is my profile piece. I think I was in about the 13th or 14th grade when life stopped making sense. Every season so far, I've found myself in a routine. Neutrality. Repeating. Like a pattern. But every once in a while, it's interrupted. I have never seen anything as beautiful as a woman. Following feelings. But what do you do when nothing feels right? I'll go out of my way for a pretty face. I compliment her, but she thinks nothing of it. Running off of feelings that I don't trust. And I can't act on every emotion. Inspired by feelings, but not guided by them. Or so I tell myself. Motives. Motivate us to do certain tasks, to have certain values, or to act in a certain way. My motives are mixed. You know, I think the best feeling in life is when you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, and you know you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Holding on to what I think I want, afraid to let go. A battle with existence, with only one option. Total surrender to life, but to a life well lived.
What can be described as a low-lying fog that starts with one thought turns into an empty town completely covered in clouded vision. And at the heart of it all lies the face of the realization that sleepless nights are not a blessing for productivity, but a consequence for losing control. Insomnia is not peaceful, it's lonely. It walks the line of deafening white noise and complete and utter silence, yet your thoughts are somehow always the loudest thing in the room. It's that feeling you get when you walk backstage and ruin the illusion of the set, blurred motions of actors pushing past you to move on to the next scene while you stay frozen in awareness. And so maybe insomnia traps you in a paradox. The moment everyone falls asleep is the moment they wake up 8 hours later while you are left behind. Even during episodes of sleep paralysis, your body falls asleep without you. Your mind tends to bend the rules of time for you. And for the rest of the world, you're living frozen in a moment that doesn't exist for them, stuck in limbo until the world regains consciousness again. Days and nights become the mediator of black and white as each day emerges into one endless gray tyrant. And when you're the only one awake, it feels like you're the only one alive. It's embedded in the faces of those who fear their dreams because they haven't learned to control them. It's implanted in the minds of those who have forgotten what it's like to rise with the sun. And is evident among those that have adapted to closing the curtains before bed without hesitation. It's the person sitting at the dining table eating breakfast after everyone's finished dinner. It's the person counting on their fingers how long it's been since they felt sunlight on their skin. It's the person that can't remember the last time they left the house because every store is closed by the time they wake up. It's the person with the green dot next to their name online at 5 in the morning, written in the reflection of your phone screen after it dies, because even phones need a break from us sometimes. And for the sake of everything, tonight, it's me. Insomnia is the thief that hides in the shadows and steals your nights away from you. It's the compulsive liar that tells you everything is under control and manageable. It's the toxic friend that peer pressures you into watching another episode instead of turning off the television. It likes to take away your logic and force feed you delusions to keep the mind awake, so you end up distracting yourself to silence yourself. The words of yesterday, today, and tomorrow talk over one another until you can't separate them in chronological order. Insomnia is the game of distraction, of how many things you can find to keep yourself busy before the burden of the situation sets in. And when the intrusive thoughts show up unexpectedly, like an unwanted party guest, a nosy neighbor at the grocery store, or the landlord you're trying to avoid, the stakes get even higher. Even at midnight, depression shows up at the doorstep, dressed for the occasion, while I'm frantically folding my laundry and mania calling out, "Just 1 minute, just for once, I wish I had the strength to open the door and face it head on." Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many locks you set, or how much furniture you prop against the door. Depression always has a spare key, and insomnia tells them that you're home.
Hope you guys enjoyed those amazing films. Now, it is up to you guys to vote on the audience choice. So everyone, please scan the QR code on the screen to place your vote for audience choice. The website is also linked in the chat. You'll have 10 minutes to vote, and after that 10 minutes, we will announce all the awards. All right. Thank you guys all for submitting. And now we'll announce the winners. The award for Best Animation goes to Peak Design by Paul Allison. The award for Best Documentary goes to Rescue, Transform, and Share by Patrick Wantz. The award for Best of Show Fiction goes to Dream by Paul Allison. The award for Best Nonfiction goes to Alive by Kenny Amadife. The award for Best Performance goes to Bryson Hobbs in the film Gone Fishing by Devyn Eubank. Now the award for honorable mention goes to Black Bouquets by Brittany, Renee, and Renisha, Leshay. Now, this next award is the audience choice, which over 100 people have voted for. And thank you guys all in chat for voting and in the audience. So the award for audience choice goes to Gone Fishing by Devyn Eubank. Congratulations to our 2021 Spring Festival winners. We want to thank everyone for submitting a film to the semester's film festival, and thank you for making this all possible. We want to thank again our film festival committee, as well as our sponsors, Media Collaboratory, as well as Courage Media. Lastly, we want to give a big thank you to Cornerstone and the University of Kentucky for letting us use this awesome space. All right, everyone, that's our show, and we'll do this again next year, hopefully in person. Hope to see you guys soon. My name is Elias Conwell, signing off, and this has been the 2021 UK Spring Film Festival. See you guys next time.